Welcome to this channel. This channel is for education and culture based on historical and scientific evidence. So those who do not like to face the truth, please do not continue on to watch this video. So in the past 1 week or so, since I share on the random unstable recycling momentum and the different mindset within Wing Chun today, many of our Wing Chun friends worldwide have messaged me. And it turns out that many of our Wing Chun friends told me that today's Wing Chun have very limited lower part body movement. And it is a disadvantage when one facing the other martial art style, which is very mobile. So today I like to share with you to solve this mobility or limited lower part body movement problem. So that here on, those of our Wing Chun friends who like to follow the United States of America Wing Chun technology know clearly what is going on and how to develop this stuff. What I'm going to share with you is not in the Wing Chun public for 120 years or more. So today, this must be revealed to the public because Wing Chun is really run out of time. Now, what I'm going to share today is not about blame. It never is about blame. It is about solving problem. Yes, Wing Chun today have problem, big problem. It need to solve. And my position is like investigator. So I present what the facts by evidence is. This is got nothing to do with who is the best fighter, who is the most authentic grandmaster, or who want to fight who, those kind of stuff. This is about technical and the basic of the technical so that everybody can understand what is going on. So what I'm going to present to you is based on the ancient teaching, the ancient Chinese teaching as it. Now, we need to know that in the past 100 years, since 1919, because at 1919, there's the May 4th reform or May 4th movement. The Chinese drop the classical Chinese and get into the modern Chinese language. And due to that, many things in Chinese culture of the past get disconnected since the year 1919 of this using the Chinese language, dropping the classic Chinese language. And due to that, most of Chinese culture is being affected. Wing Chun, no different. And one of the major problem in Wing Chun, which affected by this, where we no longer know what is the ancient, is that the ancient instructions and definitions, today we don't know about it. We thought that we can simply offer our own point of view or our opinion or our interpretation. So if you look into past, say, 30 years, how many interpretations of Wing Chun in the West has been created? Wing Chun is Wang Chun. Wing Chun is Tai Chi, internal. You can see all sort of stuff. Or Wing Chun is same with other southern style like praying mantis and so forth, so forth. So what happened there is like today we all have a smartphone. If we want to turn on the smartphone, we will have to follow the instruction. So as soon as we follow the instruction, we will be able to turn on the smartphone and use the smartphone. Now, the ancient Wing Chun is like a smartphone. It tells you what it is there. But after 1919, the year 1919, people took that instruction as what? As philosophy. So everybody can have their 5 cents and their point of view and their interpretations. So now it becomes disaster because in the analogy like the cell phone or smartphone, one really don't know how to operate the smartphone. If you just uh, uh, if you take the instructions of a smartphone as a philosophy and interpret as you like, or having your own point of view, you can do all that. The problem is that you no longer can turn on that smartphone or properly using that smartphone. So this is the problem in the top view. Now, to be specific, disregard of this 40 years of Wing Chun is Tai Chi, Wing Chun is Wang Chun, uh, Wing Chun is internal, Wing Chun is mind power, Wing Chun is all sort of stuff. It never get out of the boundary of Wing Chun is Tan Bong Fuk. Structure, uh, mind power, linear. It never get out from that. So you can see that today, if you put a snapshot, you look at the data of all Wing Chun today in the public, disregard of they are talking internal, they're talking mind power, they are talking all sort of stuff. It is all bound within the Tan Bong Fuk and the structure. And their mind power and then their issue force be able to take force. It's bound there. Now, due to this bounding, for past 60 years, a certain part of Wing Chun, actually a big part of Wing Chun, get into the structure and completely overblown the use of strength, such as the pushing into a wall, and that is the action and reaction force. In the past 50 years, one blown it out of proportion. Look like that is the ultimate, that Wing Chuners need to develop that. So it is, Wing Chun is trapping itself. So that's why you can see everybody standing, e.g. Kam Yong Ma, and then they stand up, they say, oh, I can take this force in this way, that force in that way, all sort of stuff. Now, when that happened, what happened? All of this mean that you lost your lower part of the body. So what is the training of the lower part of the body of Wing Chun? You don't have the mobility. You're standing there and you stand there and see how you're going to take force or how to push pressure. You need a structure. You bound inside there. When you bound that, you lost your mobility. Not to mention, you lost the presentations of the ancient Wing Chun technology. So as I shared a few weeks ago, what is your Wing Chun uniqueness? When you get into this, everything is tan bong folk structure, your mind power, this power, see, I can push you this way, that way, single demonstration, inch punch, and so forth. You ask yourself, what is Wing Chun uniqueness? Like the uniqueness of the judo, or BJJ, or Thai boxing, or Western boxing. Well, the answer is, you look around, you look on all the data, it is like the modern Chinese today, the young Chinese today say, yeah, you guys all do your Wing Chun whatever, like in the movie, but when you fight, you just go fight randomly. So, you lost your uniqueness. And now we know that uniqueness is you need to be able to shoot in, you need to be able to fight in a sticking zone, body stick to body zone. One need to know what it is. What is Wing Chun? Without knowing that, we really don't know what we are doing. Now, so in the past few days, I was sharing the random unstable recycling momentum basic training and experience using the Red Boat training band. In my previous video, you can check on that. That is a must. Nobody is going to stand there to try what is my mind power, my strength, and my structure in the real life. Any real martial arts, Thai boxing, Western boxing, wrestling, judo, all is playing on the random, unstable recycling momentum. Look at how people compete. So now, all those structure, mind power, all this kind of stuff, hand technique stuff, is actually trapping one in a small part or small area. which is not applicable in the real life, versus those who train, like in the Western boxing, in the judo, in the Thai boxing. Okay, so the first thing is one need to develop one's body handling in terms of the random unstable recycling momentum like I shared the other day. The second thing, or on top of that body training and so forth, one need to train the body and leg handling. Okay? In a real life, it is body and leg handling in a three-dimensional fight. The fight, the change of the directions or angle in the range or distance and in the level. Nobody's going to stand there and doing chi sao and punching and trapping hand this way. One can do all this, and the opponent just have to move sideways or move downward to do a takedown, everything's gone. Because the real fight is like what General Chi Chi Guang said 460 years ago. It's a four momentum zone fight in the change of distance, angle, and level. Now, so the Wing Chun uniqueness is on top of the random unstable recycling momentum, namely the shoot in, namely the sticking fighting. Now, today I'd like to share with you in the basic rules. Shoot in at every site. There are four variations, four variety. Shoot in, four variety. In the sticking fighting, there are three variety in terms of handling the body and the leg in order to do the job. Now, with that, that is why that the tripod is important, not the wooden dummy. It never is a wooden dummy like usually today you see like in the movie. The tripod is important is because if you look at this leg is my back leg, this leg is my front leg, and this is my chest here. This leg is my back leg. This is my back. So this side of the tripod is the forward side. This side of the tripod is the back. Okay? So in shoot in, basically, just for the very basic, there are four variations to go in from both sides. To the front side, meaning to come in from the front side, there are four variations. Get in from the back side, there are four variations. So that is for the shoot in. So the four variations is the direct drive in, direct shoot in, get close. Okay, so this is his front leg. I get in right away. My body stick at his body now. The entire thing collided. This is the 0 degree. This is the first variation. Okay. The second variation is 15 degree in. I actually dodge away from him 15 degree in. The third variety is 45-degree in from here. The fourth variation is 90-degree in. So this is front, this is back, this is the front, this is back. I can get in 0-degree, 15-degree, 45-degree, 90-degree from his back. Same thing. From his front, I can get in for the 0-degree, 15-degree, 45-degree, 90-degree. So facing the opponent, one have all these variations, and I can execute it either I'm faster than him or I purposely slower than him, meaning lag or lead. If I lead him, meaning I'm faster than him. If I lag, meaning I let him come. I let him move first. I go in 45-degree. So you have 4 variations on each side, from the front side and from the back side, for just shoot in. Okay? Now, when you get into here, sticking fighting, there are 3 variations. Remember, this is front leg, this is back leg. Over here, the 3 variation is I can shoot in and I attack from the middle, meaning that if I'm standing like that, he's attacking me from behind me, right in the center behind me. That's one type. The second attack is attacking this back leg. So he attacked me from this to this back leg. The first one is from this right away, penetrate me. Another one is this one. The third is attacking him, his front leg, attacking his front leg. So with the tripod, you can go attack this leg in the middle. Same thing. If you get in, you can attack to my middle, this leg and that leg. So you have 7 basic attack there. 7 type, and it is a combinations. Combine the shoot in and the sticking fighting. So if you think about it, at one side you have 7 type of attack. Both sides you have 14 alternative or different type of attack combination there. Now, how is Wing Chun is limited in the lower part of footwork with this 14 type of attack? Well, of course it is limited. Why? Because if you keeping standing there and thinking of your mind power, your chi sao power, your wooden dummy, you're standing there and have no idea on this basic, because you have no idea on the uniqueness, you have no idea on this basic, you never train the random unstable recycling momentum. You're keeping training that. Your mind power, your structure, you're using your strength, your inch power demo. how can you do anything? You just bound yourself inside whatever you think, your opinion, your interpretation. What the ancient didn't say that. The ancient say, okay, you face him. How do you want to get in? Are you stronger than him? You faster than him? How do you want to get him? You want to get from the front side or you want to get from the back side? And then when you stick at him, do you want to go penetrate him or you want to go turn around and shoot his front leg? You can shoot the front leg, you can trip his front leg, or you can just trip the back leg and do a throw. So you have the body footwork, 7 types each side. I will not call it footwork because I don't want people go start to interpret things again, create things. It is a body and footwork. And as we know that, because Wing Chun is a sticking body short strike, the body is the weapon, the leg is the weapon. When you shoot in and you stick in, the body here, you can lean at him, you can crush him, you can actually pressurize him, the body, and you can use the shoulder, you can use the hip. The same time, the leg, you can pressure him, you can sweep him, you can trap him with your leg, and that is the same time. So when one move in, it's not your hand only every time thinking tan bong fo. The body is a weapon. The leg is a weapon. And it is going to doing intercepting, pressurizing, leaning, crushing, attacking with the shoulder, with the hip, with the knee, with the leg or the feet. Now, if you keep keeping thinking about hand, my mind power, I take force, you are missing the body, you are missing the leg, which is the weapon. You have all this weapon, but you don't use this weapon, you're just using thinking your hand this far away. You have all this body and footwork in the shoot in and sticking, but you don't do that. You just go standing there, or you want to walk straight so that you cover your 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 groin, and so that you have your internal power or whatever heck power. How does it work? How does it work? How is it supposed to be mobility? Well, if one have the recycling momentum of unstable and random handling, one know the 7 body and footwork handling. One know that the body is a weapon where you can use the shoulder, the hip to bound, to crush, to lean, to pressure, to intercept. Leg the same with your knee and so forth. How much weapon what do one have? How much mobility do one really have? So it's like you have an ocean. After 1919, Wing Chun no longer have this ocean. Wing Chun take a swimming pool, take that as a Wing Chun, and keeping adding in internal. This guy's 5 cents, that guy's 5 cents. At the end, you stuck at a swimming pool, while all the other martial art is swim in the ocean. So what to complain? how to improve. So at the beginning, I say that I'm not blaming anybody. I say that now you have a swimming pool. Everybody is focused in that swimming pool. For the past 60 years, you put so many things in the swimming pool. But it turns out that, hey, you focus the wrong thing. What you want to see is this is a swimming pool. You got nothing wrong with that, the swimming pool for the beginner. But you want to see the entire ocean. If you don't have the entire ocean, I don't know what you're going to do. So this is what I like to share with you. First thing, one need to develop the unstable, random, recycling momentum. So one be able to move one's body. The second thing is one need to know the basic of the force shoot in, the variations. The third thing is when one stick, one need to know that three variations of body and foot work at the sticking. And then using the leg, the knee, the feet, the thigh, the hip, the shoulder. That is the weapon. Not just hand, not just hand bong for there. Is for example, in Western boxing, we have the peekaboo. See, the difference between the Wing Chun, Ancient Wing Chun, and the boxing peekaboo, which is fighting really close, is one. Is the Wing Chun using the leg and the body. Peekaboo don't do that, even though it go close. So it is in the range, but it's not in the range. It's not the same. That's why it's called uniqueness. We don't talk about who is better, blah blah blah. We talk about uniqueness. Okay. So hope that you can see this. Recycling momentum, the seven type of leg, the leg body or the foot body work variation that must be reinstalled into Wing Chun. For of course, it's everybody have their free choice today, but for those friends who want to go United States of America Wing Chun technology, restore this ASAP, or else there's no game there. It's like right now, instead of with the swimming pool, we just grab everybody with a helicopter up and you see the entire ocean. And that's what you want. Or else, don't kid ourselves, there's no Wing Chun. So this is what I like to share with you technically. Time is running out. It just 2 days ago, a friend showed me, this is Xi Xiaodong's the website, the YouTube. He's presenting a Japanese video, and in the video you have interview different traditional Chinese martial artists, and then showing Xi Xiaodong, and of course inside there you show the Wing Chun movie. Okay, and then in that video you can see people talk like some traditional Chinese martial artists talk like the boxer librarian people. And under this, in the comment, you see how people rate Wing Chun. Okay, this type of video now is in Japanese language. All of this is exposed to the world. So if we don't restore all this thing, restore what in the ancient said, I really don't know how people are going to look at Wing Chun in the history. From the comment, look at how the young Chinese look at the Wing Chun today. And also I got another YouTube sent to me from another Wing Chun friends, like in karate. Now they are showing the salutation, like this is the Ming. So the salutation, like in my other YouTube on the Wing Chun, the Ming salutation, you see, there's no way we can cover fire with paper. People's going to find out what it is, and if we don't have solutions, the entire Wing Chun going down with it. It's like the Xi Xiaodong's video there. In the common people who don't know Wing Chun's people's mind, Wing Chun is just that Wing Chun movie. It is a fantasy which is against the Japanese karateka. That's what it is. It's living in the video, in the movie. So does the movie do anything good for Wing Chun? Sure, you have the hype, but sorry to say that now it backfire. So the bottom line is, if we do not restore the Wing Chun, the ancient Wing Chun, there is no Wing Chun. So again, finally, I like to say that the world is very big. Everybody is free to do whatever they want. But for those friends who want to follow the ancient Wing Chun, uh, or today's the ancient Wing Chun map to the sports science, which is the United States of America Wing Chun technology, I make it clear for you what is happening here today. So this is to share with you a lot to think about it. The issue is the world, the people in the world, their eyes is really bright. Nobody can cover up anything. And also, what ancient teach is not up for anybody's interpretations. For past 60 years, when we keeping thinking about the mind power, the structure power, all this power, all that power, this grandmaster can do that, that grandmaster can do that, we're missing the random unstable recycling momentum. We're missing the 7 variations of foot and body work, which is for the shoot in and sticking fighting. And that is 60 years. 60 years is a long time. Look at Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. How Brazilian Jiu Jitsu developed in 60 years. How about Western boxing? How it progressed? How is the Thai boxing? How is the Kyokushin? How people took what they have and they grow. How Wing Chun focus on the swimming pool, thinking that it'd be able to handle an ocean, and keeping put into everybody's 5 cents philosophy, where it can now completely disconnect with the world, disconnect with the ancient Chinese. That's the reality. Should I say it? Or I shouldn't say it? This is year 2021. Soon will be 2022. How long do you think Wing Chun can last if this thing is not straightened up?